when Moonwatcher in the Dawn of Man sequence, via the monolith, picks up the animal bone and it becomes a tool. Uh, we see it at one point. He brings an animal down,
Right.
but
Feeds the
it can it
tribe.
yes, so it's practical. But it also wards off the rival tribe. Um, Going into, when the movie jumps into the year 2001, uh, Hal is a tool, and that's apparently all they see Hal as being. Just like the technology that they've used to build a space station, the moon bases, all of that, supposedly is under our control.
Mm.
But at what point does it control us? I would argue, not trying to digress too much, that nuclear weapons do control us. Post 1945, nuclear weapons have dictated geopolitics.
Now, I mean,
And
you weren't
yeah,
around before 1945. You're not that
no,
old.
no, not quite, not quite. But I kind of wish I was, because I'd love to know what it was like to live in an age where not even theoretically could you destroy a lot of the world. There were no weapons that could do anything like that.
Right.
Having always lived in the post Hiroshima age, I have wondered that. Um, but that's where,
Hang on. I
yeah,
want to sit on that
yeah,
for a second because
yeah.
that's a fascinating sort of mind exercise because for us, that's a history book,
Hmm.
Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Hmm.
Imagine living in the moment and realizing that a bomb just took out an entire city.
Yeah,
What, hundreds of thousands of people?
yeah. I think
Um,
there are different estimates, but from 60,000.
uh,
Yeah,
Thousands, tens of
yeah.
thousands of people. And to wake up and, I mean, today we wake up and we're shocked to see 5 people die,
Mm.
or a handful of people die in the war in Iraq or Afghanistan or these military things that we've done. But to wake up and say somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 to 100,000 people died at the blink of an eye.
Mm.
I mean, it's paradigm shifting. It's reality
Oh
shaking.
yeah. And I've read a little about the immediate effects upon American society. You can see there's a movie called The Best Years of Our Lives, 1946. The purpose of the movie is what it's like for soldiers coming back into normal life. But one of the key themes are nuclear weapons.
Mm.
The son asks his dad, who's been overseas in Europe, if they're going to destroy the world. And already, for example, there's a pamphlet called Surviving Atomic Attack. It went to millions of adults. The government put it out. They made films about how to survive if there's an A bomb. You may not have seen this, but let people now find it amusing. There was a child's film, kids film, shown in elementary schools, and it's this Bert the Turtle and what to do if there's an atomic duck and cover. And it sounds ridiculous, but I actually remember as a
Right.
young kid in the early 60s going to school, we did do. Now, I under the rubric at that time, it's for tornadoes, but the original purpose was its nuclear weapons. There are
Well, in the
articles,
80s, growing
yes.
up in the 80s,
Mm,
that same thing of
mm.
where's your town's fallout shelter? What's going to happen